In the dead hush between midnight and morning, beneath in the sewers of New Fair, something stirs. A dim light flickers in the wet dark, just a spluttering line of candles along a crumbling maintenance ledge. The flames dance with the shifting shadows, casting long warped silhouettes along the muck-coated brick walls. The stench is overpowering. Old waste, wet rot, something else. Something metallic, like rusted iron. A sloshing sound echoes up the tunnel, slow, heavy, rhythmic. Water ripples towards light, thick filth and floating remains of remnants of discarded scraps of clothing, cracked dolls, eyeless masks, worthless things, forgotten things. Then, from the far end of the tunnel, something massive emerges into candlelight. A hulk, bloated, misshapen, vaguely human. As the hulking mass re-enters the lights, something else steps in with it. You can have arrived back into the sewers of New Fair. And for those now discovering, this is where you operate. This is where you live. This is where you hide, recover, and also check in with this figure that has joined you. Now, just to kind of give a brief summary of this other individual. This individual, again, vaguely resembles something that's human. But there's also something about them that gives... maybe they've been disfigured, or something unknown has happened to them. Having kind of rodent-like elements to their features, like hair growing in weird places, kind of disfigurement of the face to give like a rat-like composure, but parts of it still looking very human. It's a very very like another experiment gone wrong. This is your master, Chip, who has looked after you ever since your awakening, your creation, whatever one or whatever word Kin likes to use when explaining his existence. Chip, your master, asks you as you enter back into your domain, his domain, and he asks you, where you followed?
Considering the qualities of the people I encountered, I suspect I could have walked down the street in broad daylight and not have been followed, so no. I don't believe I was.
Good. And what do you have to report?
I did not get as many answers as I wished. In fact, I have more questions. I encountered what appeared to be a spat, a war, something unexpected between two groups. One is cultish, a fervent religious, I've gone French, a fervent religious Secretariat is here. Where is he?
Oh no, he sees nothing but grey.
He sees nothing but grey in the tunnel. No. Secretariat is not here. One religious as a fervent. It's going French. I don't know why. Stop being French.
While you get your accent back together, I will say this as a GM thing. Is that before you disappeared into the darkness and left your compatriots with their captor, one of the Sensi soldiers that were kept alive, but which you threw into an iron wall and dented it. As you disappear into the darkness, you would have caught a couple of elements of what they talked about, which was a potential location of where a device could be that Frankenstein could have been involved with. You have like some information there, not a lot, and which you at that point chose to break away, not before hearing a explosion in the background.
I think I would have rolled my eyes at the explosion as I walked away.
yeah. Because what? Who are these other two? This other organization you're speaking on? Who are they really to you? You've only just met these people. What does it matter?
Yeah, they cannot last a second without me. It is unbelievable, really. I relay this information to Chip, obviously, and I ask, this other group, I need to go with this and not this because that is making me French. This other group, they are called Candela Obscura. Do you know what this is?
You see his eyebrows raise at this and then goes, yes. I have heard rumors, but you say you can confirm their existence.
Yeah, I believe so. They are... How do you say? A circus, perhaps? Talented but clowns.
Could we use them? Could you use them to find your quarry? Did you find your quarry?
I did not.
No, you didn't.
Did I?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Yeah, I think we could use them in the way that a worm is used by a fisherman.
Understood. Roll me really quickly, if you can.
Some dice I don't have.
Some dice you don't have. I'll give you a second while I tell you. What you gonna roll? No, replace with French music. So yes, if you could either roll me a I think this would be sense.
A sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
This is to do with your kind of spidey senses.
Are they tingling?
Yes.
Incidentally, before we address that,
yes.
Have I recovered at all from the previous session? From the previous situation? We
can say as you're right back, you could be literally stitching any sort of wounds which had, or anything like that you've taken. They're very kind of minor, but you can just there are kind of very crude materials that obviously Chip will have in hand with the nature of what you guys are trying to do, and have sort of whatever medical supplies kind of washed down here in the sewer. Are you still on the surface?
So I think maybe it's as simple as, as we're talking, he's noticed some of the damage that's done and just kind of quietly handed me a little medical aid pack or
Yeah.
something, and I'm just there,
Yeah.
just freely stitching up a wound. Just no feeling about it. Just no bracing, no tension at all. It's just there. There's a gaping wound in my arm, and I'm just like, as I'm talking to him about this whole situation. Sense roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop a drive in. Why not? Just to make it a singular roll, because otherwise it would have been
Disadvantage. Yeah.
a disadvantage. He's not got a lot of sense. 4.
4, mixed success. As you're talking about this, you hear some kind of, it's kind of normal, you hear like drops of things going into the water. You never know, it's like stuff coming down from different like chutes into the sewer and stuff like that. You feel like you hear something in particularly large and normal splosh into water just down the other end of the tunnel.
Okay.
But based on the mixed success, you're not is an assumption that it's just more stuff coming in. And I mean, you're obviously more than free to investigate or whatever, but you can't really put it down based on your sense roll. Like, your senses of like, oh, could that just be more trash? Maybe it's worth investigating, or it's like, man, whatever. It's like, it's normal around here. It's hard to, there's a lot of shit down here, literally. So it could be pretty much anything, but the sound is audible, and even Chip kind of goes.
Well, I think I just using my arm, just usher Chip behind me and into the darkness, and we'll hide.
Okay, roll a hide roll.
Oh god. Well, that's...
Oh god.
That dice has gone forever.
Josh always dropping his dice. Draw.
Snake eyes. Double ones.
I'm gonna say
Something
technically you
after that.
both. Yeah, you definitely both fail on that thing.
I just go to moving behind me, but there's no room. So all I've done is I've just pivoted on
One
the
of the
spot.
candles that are there lights your cape that you have on from the Sensi guy. I think you took just lights on fire.
I don't notice.
No, before Chip goes, "You dumb young fool," and starts trying to pad out your the flames. At this point, you hear a splosh, another one, and quickly you hear what seems like moving footsteps going through the water. Multiple sets of feet. And just in the darkness, because it's on, you see little blips of green lights.
Green lights?
That just like LED, they flash on and off.
Oh. Would I have any idea what this is?
Well, before you get the chance to, as part of this failure, I'm going to need, before we get into anything proper here, I'm going to have to get you to do a move roll.
Okay.
This is fairly high stakes.
Okay. Then I will add a drive. And I need to pick a gilded die. Alright. Here we go.
Again?
Double sixes.
Oh!
Including on the gilded. Of course.
So critical success, not just
Wow.
a success.
That is a flip-flop.
I tell you what's going to happen in this moment. As you're getting the flames finally put out and you look up, you see like a electrical charged net flying through the air, going towards you. And you just like Wing Chun, like Tai Chi, like redirect it, bring it round and fling it back at the person who fired it. As it comes to sight, you do see a kind of slightly like handkerchief balaclavaed red handkerchief, and it's you can see the kind of got some different kind of like those green dots seem to be some electrical devices they have on them.
Okay.
Or some sort of like inventory that they have on them. And he is like instantly wrapped up in this thing, and he is now just on the ground, like absolutely in the water as well. So I'm just gonna say, based on that, he's out the game. He absolutely fries, and you smell burning swine. Swine! Yeah!
Yeah. Yeah.
But then 3 more people emerge through, all with like rifles in their hands, and all these different kind of, again, these green of like electrical devices technology on them.
Okay.
And you hear them when they go, secure the asset.
Okay. What? Do I still have the flaming sword on me? I can't remember. That was a long time ago.
You do.
Okay, great. Great.
It's funny because with the guys, they were like, oh, it's really dark in here now. And I think because you took the hooded light source, and obviously they used the blue Theobald's blue beard to get out of there, but you know.
So I think
Kid would know that, but
yeah. So I think the way that it looks is, you know, obviously these guys are running along. They see me like patting down the fire on my cloak,
yeah.
And then the fire goes out right as they fire the thing, and the guy gets fried. And then in the darkness, they just see this hulking great shape lit up by the sword, and they go, "Oh, welcome to playtime." And I'm just going, I'm God.
We'll play on the critical success. You guys get to go first. So you and Chip.
Okay, who's the nearest guy to me?
So there'll be someone who's bending down to try and deactivate this electrical net on his his comrade, and realizing he's fucking dead because he's just been electrocuted in fucking water with this thing on. I will say, without any roll permit, you'll see, why would anyone sane bring a device like down here? It's not meant for any normal person.
No.
They need to incapacitate something that could probably withstand this. This being you. Yeah. They have come here for you. They've pointed at you saying, secure the asset. They've come here for you.
I figured. And now they're here with me.
And that's the one that's nearest to you.
So the one that's nearest to me, I'm gonna, as he's bending down, I'm gonna run up to him and I'm gonna scoop down through the water, so that the water, you can see this lights up with the fire, and raft the sword up through. I'm trying to hit him underneath so that I can lift him up out of the way.
Nice. Roll a strike.
3.
As he's in this moment when he's kind of given up on his friend who's definitely dead from this, as he goes to pull away, it's just like the timing, it's pure luck on his side, where he goes to step away as your sword, as he's like this far away, he just sees a sword go past his face, and he feels the heat of your blade just kind of narrowly avoiding his face, and he kind of stumbles back, and he goes, oh, shit, and goes to load his rifle, take the safety off kind of thing. But in this moment, Chip is going to act. I'm going to ask you, as I am the GM here, and we don't usually use the dice, if I can get you to roll on behalf of Chip. We're going to use your stats for him.
Okay.
Those same stats, because he's the one who trained you. So he's going to, I'll kind of narrate for him as he sees this guy loading and pull the gun. As he's realized you've missed your mark, he's going to run up your back, jump up, and comes down with an axe kick, trying to get this guy down onto, aiming for the shoulder here to kind of just make him just move his gun downwards. So he's going for a strike roll.
Okay, another strike. It's directy. Oh god, hang on. That is a 5.
With a 5, he brings down that, and you hear, like, you feel something. You hear something fracture, and his arms like they're just like dangling like a loose skin, like just like flopping around like an eel. And it's like and he goes to like trying to wrench up the rifle to aim it at whoever he can kind of get a purchase on at this point. It's your turn again.
Okay. They're not going?
So it's based on what you guys do. It's not like a...
Oh, I see.
It's based on your roles. Oh, yeah, it's based on your roles, how my guys act. It's...
Okay, well, I'm gonna do...
One step away from Daggerheart stuff.
same through.
Yeah.
Any Daggerheart, I don't know how that system works.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going with the same theory, right? We've got this guy on one side.
Yes.
And his mates down. Are they surrounding us, or are they all in a line?
You will see as this is happening, the other two are trying to flank you guys. Okay. So one's going either side of Chip, on the other side of you. They try and flank you from the side.
So I'm gonna grab. The guy who we're next to. I'm gonna grab him and point his shotgun at one of the others and shoot the other one.
Nice. Okay. So I feel like this is going to be a control roll. You're trying to wrestle control here and also make him fire a firearm. So we're going to say control on this particular one. So if you can roll me control, please.
Okay, I will pop a drive in to make it not bad. It's bad, it's a 1.
It's a 1. As you go to grab it, he fires as you go to grab it and pull it towards you, as in to shift it away. But he fires before you get the chance, and a bunch of like... This ammunition's interesting as well. You're shot with like a buckshot, but it's not intended to kill. It's intended to incapacitate. But in your case, in this case, it's not even rubber. It's a mix between rubber and metal. It's kind of halfway house of ammunition. As you feel it impact you, you feel like, oh, I should be bleeding. But instead, it's like it's broken some of your ribs in this one shot. So you are like injured. You are like these are kind of like a upgraded version of rubber bullets. Effectively, they're trying to again incapacitate you. They're not here to kill.
Understood.
And you get more sense of that I should be like bleeding shit ton, and I'm not. But you can see bruising already starting to form, and you can feel some of your ribs have broken from that, especially how close it was. So you will take a mark and body for that. And it's now going to be Chip's turn. As he sees that fight, he's going to where the guy is that shot you, where the gun is, and where you are. He goes to like, as he sees that guy flank you, he's going to try and kick the gun to hit the other guy. Okay. So he's going to kick it for you to try and smack the other guy, not to, like, just to kind of stop him from doing whatever he's planning to do. So he is going to do a... I think this is going to be a kind of control for him as well. He's trying to control a situation here. It's not like you can strike something and it goes wild.
Let me to just give you some context. I have nothing in control, and if I'd have known that was a control rule, obviously I wouldn't have done it. So, Chip, being Chip, would also know that this is a really bad thing to do because the chances are he's going to fail. So just bear that in mind. If you still want to do it, then we can do it. But like tactically, I would not be doing that.
Finesse. This would come under. I'm going to say control.
That's fine.
I'm going to have to say control just because it doesn't work with any other stat there.
No, it's fine. What I'm saying is not that it's not control. It's that I wouldn't do that in the first place because it's control. But
that's fine.
Disadvantage. Here we go. 2 double 3s. So 3.
Double 3s. He goes to kick it through. Instead, he like breaks the gun, and then he's now face to face with this guy. He is going to on the flanking side. And this guy is just going to try and hit him with the butt of his gun, which, I mean, with the free, he will do so, and he will get a mark and body. Chip.
How do you want me to track that, or do you want to track that?
I'll track that. Don't worry. I'll track that sort of thing. I'm tracking that particular part of things, so don't worry about that. Yeah. And we come back to you again.
Okay. I'm annoyed. I'm just gonna hit this guy. He needs to lie down. With my sword,
with the sword, with the sword. Go for a strike. Go with strike.
I'm not playing.
For sure.
4.
4 mixed success. You will. As this guy, is this the guy who shot you?
Yeah, the one guy that we've done anything with so far.
The one anything too. Okay, so he already has thing. His one arm is completely unusable. His gun is now broken through, and he's just got this blunt end. And you come as he's looking at this, and you just raining down. Tell me how you want to dispatch this guy. Is he that's and done?
I think having tried more control and finessed ways of doing things, and just absolutely failed at all of anything clever here. It just gets to the point where he's just like, it's just gonna be like a straight chop. Just,
playing to your strengths. You're a big dude. Like, you're trying to play with like little toy soldiers.
Absolutely no finesse, no nothing. It wouldn't have mattered if it was a sword or a blunt weapon or anything. It's just
still would have sliced him through.
It's just power, pure power.
And you literally dissect him shoulder to hip, and he just goes sloshes over. He is absolutely done. And either side of you, you've got these two guys. One's currently just facing off with Chip, and you now have this spare guy who's starting to bear. He's trying to grab another device, which looks similar to the netting that you were just encased in. It's like in a ball shape, and it looks like there's a button on it which he's now pressed and ready to throw. So in this moment, it's now Chip's turn. He is going to, having butted in, he's going to grab that butt of the gun as he's been hit with it and just go in in with an elbow into the sternum of this guy and try and break his sternum. So he's going to roll a strike on this.
As he's doing that, I'll turn to the two that remain and go, halfway there. Oh my god, I'm rolling up dog shit. 2s. 2 2s. And in pairs. Different dice.
And in pairs, 2 2s. He goes to do that, and you'll see this particular individual seems to be like the team leader here. And he Chick goes to hit him in the sternum to realize this guy is padded up. And so he didn't think he needed to put that much strength into it, be able to incapacitate him with, because also this Chip is old as well. So he's like, he's using he's powerful as hell, but he's using his energy efficiently, based on obviously how his body is, how it's degenerated over time, not just because of his different ailments and disfigurements and all these sort of things. He is old as well, so he's but he still hits hard. This guy does get winded, absolutely, but he just gets up, and at the time he's butted him, hitting the chest, stumbles back, and then he's just going to Sparta kick Chip. Chip will take a marking body as is remained, and he hits his head off one of the stonework of the sewer walls, and take a marking body.
Okay.
But it is now your turn. You're facing off with this other guy, and Chip is facing off with what seems to be the team leader here. This guy's pressed a device which looks like the netting you saw, and it's ready to throw it at you.
Okay.
What are you doing? If it's stupid, do it. Lean into the chaos.
Let the hate flow through you.
I'm gonna go try and chop off his arm.
Good.
Works for me.
that I see this device, I see the Pokeball, and I'm like,
He's trying to catch you.
yeah, catch this.
Mid-throw. And you go for a strike.
I'm going, catch this. And I'm going to chop off his arm.
Okay, cool. Roll a strike with intent.
Okay. 4. Jesus Christ. What?
Or mixed success. I will say you don't lob off his arm, but you've definitely cut an artery. As he goes to, he kind of misses the brunt of it, but it like nicks that artery point there. And he starts, he's like, ah, and he will drop the netting, because literally you're cutting off blood supply to the arm. And he's just pissing blood, right? And what he does, he goes to reach for his sidearm that he has, because he can't hold a rifle at this point, not with his state. So he's going to try and get his sidearm to just try and fire some shots into you. But we come back to Chip, who's fighting up, and team leads hit his head off, and he just kind of pushes off the wall, goes towards him, and jumps the air and tries to do two quick kicks to try and push him back.
Nice.
So uses the wall, push off, takes it like a champ to hit, pushes off with his back and goes with both feet, trying to go for the chest and head. So he will roll a strike.
Jesus Christ. 1 and 2.
It's meant to be.
It's a 2.
It's meant to be. As he goes to do that, each time the team leader blocks the chest out, blocks the head, and then he's gonna go like this. He's gonna pull his rifle back, go to behind his back, whip out a combat knife, and stab him, of course, in the shoulder, as we do here, into the shoulder of Chip. And Chip will take another mark in body. Chip is not looking good. He cannot afford to keep taking the beating.
Indeed. Fine.
It is you again.
Okay, so this guy's bleeding in front of me.
It's not like a waterfall, it's just pooling, this red pool in amongst all the filth. It's just like, it's like a artist's interpretation of a painting. Some Picasso weirdness.
But I'm aware that Chip is in danger.
Yes.
It's looking a bit.
So you've got this
fishy over
quandary
there.
here. Yes.
So what I'm going to do is, because this guy's bleeding and he's dropped the Pokeball, I'm going to pick up the Pokeball and I'm going to run at the team leader, and I'm just going to smash the Pokeball into his face and try.
Go for it. I'll count this as a strike, like a kind of
catch him all,
like a break, a knockdown effect.
Yeah.
So roll strike on this.
Okay. Come on, dice. Stop being dog shit. It's a 5. That's better than it
Mixed success. That is good. So what will happen here is you smash into his face. He stumbles back. He's not been knocked down, but he's bleeding from the skull. At that point, the net activates and it goes surrounds him, and he's like, but he's grin and bear it a lot better than his. But he's incapacitated completely in this current moment. At this point, Chip sees the guy produce his sidearm and starts to rise. He is going to use this moment to try and get to the guy. I'm going to say this is based on a move. He is either trying to get to the guy, so this is high stakes. A critical, like a success, critical success. He will get to him in time, and he will disarm him, take him out. Boom, done. On a mixed success, he will take him down, but he will suffer the consequence of it. If he fails completely, he doesn't get the way there, but something else will happen.
Okay. So, let me just check. Does Chip have different drives than my drives, or are we just using my drives for both of us?
I'll say I will give you a drive for this, because in this moment he is he is trying to stop this guy shooting you. So I'm going to say there's some motivation here, so I'll allow the drive to happen here free of charge.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
an advantage roll.
All happening slow moment.
Slow motion.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, because of the endurance feat, I can gild both of these dice.
Ooh.
So, interesting things.
Okay.
But I've also been rolling like absolute trash for this
him,
entire
yes,
fight for him.
Yes, for
So let's find out, eh? Here we go.
Thematic.
That is a 6 on the gilded.
6 on the gilded, fantastic. He gets a boom, boom. Guy's about to unload a clip into you, and he smacks it out of his hand and then just punches him straight in the throat, breaking his trachea so he can't breathe. And he's bleeding, and oxygen's getting cut off the brain, blood flow has been lost, and he just goes face first into the sewer water. And you're left with an incapacitated individual just going being kind of electrified every time he tries to move.
I'm gonna walk up towards this last guy as Chip's kind of standing in the background, and I'm gonna say to him, "You see, the trash always ends up in the sewer." And I punch him out. Just knock him out.
Okay. No, and he just goes into the ground.
I don't want him to drown in the sewer water.
No.
I'm just dealing with the situation at hand.
Chip grabs him and starts to pull him to the side out of the water, just in kind of the respite that one of the many respites that you guys use yourselves to just kind of like have a stop, because I mean the sewers go for miles, so it's like you have little rest stops, and you pull him to this kind of little bit dry heap of earth, dirt, and shit. Like, you know, it's but it's all the same to yourselves. It's land down here for you, and you guys pull him up with him being unconscious, and you see that Chip is kind of holding onto his wound and go, I am not as young as I used to be.
And they're not as alive as they used to be.
That is true. I have taught you well.
I appreciate it. Now, let us see what this man has to offer. I'm gonna just rifle through him. I want to, like, firstly make sure that he's securely bound and it's not gonna surprise us at all. And then I want to kind of go through and just see what he has on his person and see what we can learn about this individual.
Yep. Roll in this case this would be focus to inspect, to rifle through his stuff. It's not hard. It's not going to be a difficult one.
Okay. Be a 1 and a 2.
1 and a 2.
This man is a man.
You smart. You very smart.
This man is a man. A manly man.
This man is a man. And if you don't know anything else.
And then Chip will go. I still have more to teach you. And then he just kind of goes in the back pocket and pulls out. It's like, this might be something.
Uh-huh.
I may be old, but your eyes are old as fuck. No, he doesn't say that. He says, like, I may be old, but my eyes are still good. And he ruffles it, and you see it indicates that, first of all, that, to kind of paraphrase the letter, is that these are hired men. They are hired red hand,
Okay.
But roll me. I'll give you a free drive on this, like an advantage, right?
Okay.
I want you to do a focus roll.
Okay.
Again.
With a free drive.
With a die, yeah, to ascertain another look at the gadgetry that's on them.
Okay. 3, 4, 5. So 5.
So 5. So with a 5, this seems like you're not sure if this maybe belongs. It looks like technology you've seen in labs that you've lived in, like as Frankenstein's creation. And I will say that in this moment, there is something to be said that this is maybe Eon, which is like the kind of scientist group in the world of Candela, which tend to experiment and develop technologies that maybe they shouldn't. And you see that these are Red Hat thugs being hired, but given Eon technology.
Okay.
But Eon doesn't really know about you. They've not pursued you. They're not aware you exist.
Okay.
So there's only one person who knows you exist that would have access to this technology. Because you remember those flashes of when you left.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the fact that he knows you're alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's always been looking for you. And unfortunately, it seems like some people are tracking you down. You were, in fact, followed from the college.
It seems I was, in fact, followed from the college.
You also see that, again, flashing to the information that you heard from the one who's getting interrogated, right? And also, that was the Sensi soldier you heard talking to the Candela Obscura people you had met. And then you obviously made your departure before hearing an explosion. And with the Rept Hand having the involvement here, and also additionally, like when it comes to like what has been said in this letter, there's something that all points towards, and they talk about kind of a like mission control, if you will, where all these parties have kind of come together, and it dictates a certain point in the Shrive Line. And you will know the Shrive Line to be the place where the Ascendancy basically kind of covered over. Like that's where all the kind of main churches, a lot of cemeteries are. This is the religious district. And you'll see a marked location where all these parties have met. And you'll notice that they've been meeting over the last year.
Mm-hmm.
All these parties to get to one goal. And they talk about a fountain of living light. And having ways to get in. You kind of unveil kind of reports on the rest of his body, and because he's kind of given like a mission update, you know what I mean? Like, and you'll see that basically they had found a particular other entrance, but they were thwarted by Candela. Mm-hmm. So they went back to the original plan, and they've been speaking about tunnels and catacombs underneath this location. and it speaks of a abandoned derelict church with an attached home onto it, which is very common for a lot of places. A lot of people, a lot of like say faith leaders would live in the church, like attached accommodation, stuff like that. So that's what you're getting. In terms of a name, you're not too sure of who maybe previously owned it and stuff like that, or well, not owned, but ran it as part of the Ascendancy faith, under their kind of jurisdiction, taxation, all that sort of thing. So yeah, that's kind of what you get from the initial kind of letter of like being hired, but also kind of previous reports on other jobs they've done, which it was including some runs to and from a forest out east, Scarlet Wood, like, and had they been trying to use gather Scarlet for chemical experimentation. That'd be for one Frankenstein.
I assume this is coming up in like conversations that I've had with Chip and like the interrogation of this guy.
Yeah. I mean, you've encountered. It's not like you've not encountered Red Hand before in the streets, because they are street gangs, effectively, that run Newfa and have different pockets of them. So you had probably faced them in the past. But this was like an advanced team. Like they were a lot more kitted out than kind of normal street thugs you're used to.
It seems that my father wants to say hello. Maybe it is time to pay him a visit properly. Don't know what the fuck out on that. This Candela is like...
You've taken many hits recently. It seems particularly to the head.
A journey of accents.
Yes, Candela. With that in mind. As you recover from your many head injuries and the weird accents coming out of you, maybe because your body is made up of several...
that's true.
persons, and maybe different vocal cords. Who knows? Which is why the accents keep coming. And with that in mind, you will take the information you have. Question is, do you want Chip to come with you?
Chip is nearly dead, so no.
Yes. It's like, this is going to be dangerous. I know you know that, but this seems bigger than anything you and me have faced together. You might not come back from this.
No. But then I did not come from anywhere, so...
But you came here.
I came here.
And I'm grateful to have met you. You gave me a reason to carry on.
And you gave me reason, full stop. And you shall give someone else reason, I believe. But until then, it would be nice if you consent who you can. Not yourself.
I promise to stay alive if you promise to.
I promise to make my life worth living.
I can accept that. And with that, dash off into the darkness. Naruto run. You set yourself fire again, and then you continue the run.
Yeah, but I look really cool.
We fast travel, like in games, like Skyrim. Going over mountains as well, straight line. You understand that reference?
I want to stop at it. I want to stop at a tavern. And then I'll carry on. It's fine.
Then they carry on, yes. Random encounter, then you carry on. Yes. And then...
I bump into a tabaxi who's trying to sell me off-brand goods, and I go on a little side quest to a cave. Yeah. Or
was it the Kashi in Skyrim? What's Gulma?
Yeah, that's it.
Gulma! We fast travel to the Shrive line, and we find you standing outside. It is getting dark at this time, outside an abandoned chapel. You will see Make a survey.
Survey.
Just get a general scan of the area.
It's a 1!
It's the one! Well, what you see definitely is you see open door to the main part of the chapel, completely wide open, in a place that's meant to be abandoned. It's easy enough to get that. The one we'll talk about, the kind of results of that we'll talk about later.
Okay.
As this is the marked site. You venture in. You'll also see a side door open as you enter this chapel. You see kind of the broken kind of church, like the benches all kind of worn down, some like broken in the middle and stuff like that. Dust and cobwebs everywhere. This has been an unused location for a long time. But you'll see just on the offside of you, you will see another door opened. And as you peer through it, you see it goes into, well, you would have seen from the like this attached building, which is accommodation. You walk into a kitchen that may have seen some use. It's still worn down here, but it has been very minimal use here. You see some parts of here that are dust-free. You will then see a third door open on the far end of the kitchen. As you go through there, you see a staircase winding down. You will see that it has partially collapsed, but with the dust in the area that's kicked up around here, this is recent. This is recent damage.
I immediately wonder if my new friends have been through here.
You see ahead of you. You look down, you see a bit of like orange, like what could be firelight, just in the off corner. You can't kind of see where it's coming from. It's just out of frame, looking down. You make your way over the gap that has been created on the stairs, easy enough for someone of your caliber. And you get down, you see the orange light of candles lining a tunnel going deep into the earth. And you travel for, but at your speed and your strength, you cover this bit quicker, so maybe in half the time. An hour at most. And as you come down, you come across a kind of underground encampment. And you see a body of a kind of older gentleman lie down. He's wearing essentially robes with a gunshot. Dead.
Okay.
Eyes closed. Mouth kind of just relaxed. It only just seems like the color is leaving his body. This was a recent death.
Let me further observe the area. Does it look like this man died by the result of lucky incompetence?
No roll needed. You see the skill. You see maybe one skilled individual, maybe someone you haven't met yet.
Okay.
But two identical patterns of movement, who seem to have potentially got knocked out at the same time.
Oh. Okay.
But then you see 3 sets of footprints leave.
Oh.
But you assume everybody, apart from this individual,
was fine.
made it.
Okay.
It was fine. Everything's fine. You then, I will say in this moment, as part of the one from earlier, because this is like a continuous scenario, I'll kind of let it roll on. I'm going to ask you to roll me. What do I want you to roll for this? I want you to roll a sense.
Ooh, this is fun.
Again, it's kind of Spidey senses I'm going for here, but
Okay. I will add and drive
and drive, yes.
to turn it into a straight roll. And let's hope
Yes.
that my straight roll is better than most of my rolling. It's a 4.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. It's a 5.
So with the 4, next success, you go. As you feel like you're inhaling something.
Oh.
And at this point, you see like just little specks of red mist come into the chamber. And I'm going to say in this moment, you take a mark and bleed.
Oh. Okay.
In this moment, you can try and find something to try and cover your face, to try and minimize what's happening here.
Yes, I will do that. Well, I'll just cover my face with my cloak that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
And I'll very rapidly look around to see if there's anything that I think might be more effective.
Yeah, roll a survey. Just to try and find something to maybe grab.
Ooh, it's a 6.
On a 6, on this person who's dead before you, on their body is a specialized gas mask.
Nice.
Which you can adorn.
I shall adorn.
Adorn.
Become Bane.
Speak of the devil, and they shall appear.
You are literally like old school, like Batman Bane.
Darkness.
You are. And you see ahead of you a light intensifying in a gap down a smaller and shorter tunnel just offside of you. Like a window into the light, into the divine. It's quite bright, but with your mask on, you kind of have a bit more control of your senses, and as you go forward, your eyes adjust to the light, and you look down. The space is full of red mist, and you'll see many bodies littered.
Oh.
All wearing similar kind of, they're not Ascendancy robes, but you see a lot of them have similar kind of uniform. You'll assume that in this moment that they are maybe this Candela group. Lots of them swords driven through and left behind in their bodies.
Oh dear.
One particular individual going cackling like mad, rolling around the floor, frothing in the mouth, going insane. You can hear him from this height. You'll see as you arrive at the edge of this space, you're looking down into this space, and it's a height. Quite a considerable height. Many stories up, and you see there's rappel gear just at your feet still embedded. And at the bottom of it, you see just detangling themselves are these 3 individuals going up to another group of bodies, individuals standing next to this fountain of what seems like water, but it also moves like magma, but it's bright. It's like holy fire, holy water, but made of flame, just kind of pooling in this fountain. It's amazing. How is this fountain holding this substance, and you hear a conversation starting. Just like you're picking up parts. But there's one voice that makes that you've not heard in a very long time. But you remember it. As if the first day of your existence. That is the voice of Frankenstein. What do you do in this moment?
Fascia. So I'm very high.
Yes, and there's rappel, there's a rappel thing right at your feet.
Okay.
Multiple rappels that they've used to enter this space.
Okay. Well, I don't want
You
to
assume descendancy.
I don't want to go down just yet. This fountain, is there anything above the fountain?
As you say that, you hear a phrase come from Frankenstein. Let it come. Lim eyes nocturno. One who crass and collects. And in this moment, like a lava lamp. This liquid, this magma-looking stuff starts to go into the ceiling, this dome space. So where you are, it goes even more stories higher into this dome space that looks like oblivion, endless darkness, night sky with no stars, and you see it light up and start to form some sort of constellation. And the earth starts to shake around you all. Dust from however many centuries descends down, mixing in with the red mist space. And this sigil that is formed and then complete starts to burn and erode its way up into the earth and starts to travel out of sight.
What is Frankenstein doing? Does he look like he's controlling this thing?
You see that he is turned to this group of individuals that some of you recognize. And you see he's holding a grimoire.
Okay.
You can't make out what it says on it from this far distance. You've only just heard a couple of things say, he's and he's chanting something. And previously you hear him say, science, alchemy. What is the marrying of the two? But alchemy is the true source of everything, and I will bring it back. I will bring back the purpose that is designed for crafting and collecting. Do you understand? And continues to chant, and at this moment, as it's burning through this earth, a dark kind of energy expanse starts to kind of pour out, like settle like a disc above the fountain.
Okay. Are the others reacting? Are they doing anything?
In this moment, they're starting to react in different ways. Definitely kind of like stunned at the fact of what something no one in this room has probably ever seen before.
Do I have any sense as to what this is? Some sort of magic, some sort of alchemy? Do I know what this is? Do I know how to stop it? Or if I should?
Before you get the chance to think that thought, Frankenstein looks up, looks at you, and out of this black disc, as he extends an arm out to you, Frankenstein, you see a giant hand coming out of the space, which is held on by another hand, which is held on by another hand, and another hand. An arm made up of many arms comes out of the space, stitched together. Necrotic looking, comes out, zips out, grabs you, and wrenches you forward into the space. And you go...
Can I try and dodge that?
You can. It is a move roll.
Specifically, can I describe the beginnings of what I want to do, and then we'll see if it happens. It might just grab me.
Sure thing, let's go.
Well, initially I'm going to take a step back from the edge.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to run and jump off the edge.
Okay.
Into the free air. Towards Frankenstein.
Just like Assassin's Creed. Like your faith.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say this is going to be a move roll because as you do that, you see this thing come out and try and reach for you. This is trying to see if you're going to do a barrel roll or something to like some sort of aerial move mid-flight to try and dodge it or something and achieve what you want to do in this next moment.
Okay.
So I need a move roll from you.
Six.
Explain how you dodge this fucking Cthulhu fucking kind of giant kite, whatever the fuck this thing is coming out of this void in space.
I think as I jump into the air, I light up the sword and I'll roll through the air, leaving this arc of fire. Now, what is this thing about? Is this thing material, or is it like a smoky thing that's trying to grab me, or?
It's flesh.
It's flesh. Ugh. In which case, then I'll slash, and I'll actually use it to, like, very briefly stab into it and then push off, kind of using it
as like drag.
As drag to like aim my position, so that I'm coming down on top of Frankenstein, sword first.
Nice. You achieve the dodge, you'll carve through, and I'm gonna say in this moment as you're like coming down, carved through, unhooked, and you just see all this like black, dead, like, you know, kind of decayed blood. It's just sludge coming out of this thing, and it kind of flailing like this, and you're like midair coming in from here. And this cutscene as he's got his arm stretched against you, like like D'Angelo's painting, except this is kind of fucked up. And as he's got his arm outstretched, you're here ready to kind of carve through. We are going to end this episode as we're having some. we're just going into anime mode here right now. So, some Attack on Titan stuff going on here. Like, if you understand the reference, love you. Into what is going to be the final episode of Candela Obscura, of this circle and of this assignment unending. And today's intermission episode, called this the intermission, is called The Bleak Below. Thank you very much. Thank you to Josh for sitting with me for an hour or so doing this. I don't know how long it's been actually, but give you a little something before we can all get together to do the final episode. And fun.
Super fun.
Super fun.
What a place to stop.
What a place to stop. Yes.
Now, obviously, just for my sake, and because we're here, I assume. Did the others know about the hand reaching? Probably not, right?
No.
So they're going to come back in and be like, we just left this situation, and then it's advanced 5 seconds, and it's completely...
Yeah, literally, they're just like doing this thing, rappel down. Stop what you're doing!
They're like, and then...
They're all just going to be like...
Uh-oh!
I think we're unequipped! Well, we'll find out, won't we, when they get the reaction. Either they'll be watching this and know what's going to happen as soon as they come back, or they're going to get a big surprise when we go to record. I'm sure Akis is going to see this if he's going to probably edit this.
Oh, yeah, so, that's true.
Yeah. So,
spoilers.
Enjoy Akis. You
know nothing Akis.
Yeah. At least we'll have Cisco's reaction, maybe. So.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, you like, subscribe, follow all that shit, and see you in the final episode. Bye! Bye-bye!